Hello everybody, it is Swamp Fox and here I am on our little tips and wait a second, I can't get out of some reason. There we go. Alright, I was in fly mode. Here we go, in our tips here for Fuse and other faction type events. I know in my last video it got a little dark, but the reason it got a little dark is because I wanted it to a little bit, because I want it to be able to surprise you a little bit with some of the things I have going on here. We will get to some of this stuff later. Some of these animals are about to die because I want to first talk about TNT. So we're going to come out here, talk about TNT a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly what some of these things do. Let's see if I can get them to run away here. Oh well. Alright, this is one stick of TNT down in the ground. Let's see what it does. That's one stick. One stick, and look here, it goes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 by 7 almost on this hole. Okay, and about 1 2 3 4 5 deep. That's a lot of dirt removed from one spot. Okay, now I think it pretty much reacts the same with all, whether it's rock or dirt or whatever. And I might have to come back and do some rock experiments, but just think about this. Imagine if you're building a base in factions. Look what happens here. Okay, look what happens. Get out of there, sheep. Look what happens when you don't take care of your take care to make sure you have a deep enough base. And we're going to talk about that in a moment over there. That's just one. Let's see what happens when we get two. Oops. Let's not do it that way. Alright, here we go. So used to playing just regular normal, not used to playing. Here we go. Alright, let's put two in there. There. Alright. There we go. Let's see what happens when we put two in there. Boom. Look at that. Whoa! Okay, look at this. Hold on. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, about 10. It's probably going to be about 10 by 10 and about just about as deep. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, about 6 7 deep. Look at the size of that. Alright, just imagine now. Imagine that's that many. Here's 3. And you see how 3 does. Okay, it's about the same size, but it goes deeper. It continues to get deeper and deeper, deeper. What happens is one will ignite the other, and it gets deeper and deeper. Alright, that's 3. Now look what happens when somebody puts 10. This is 10 blocks of sticks of dynamite. Look how it works. Look at it. Look how it just explodes. Almost twice as large. Just 10. Okay, look how deep it is now. Look how deep it goes. The reason I'm showing this, I'll show you in a minute. And here's 20. This is what 20 does. I made sure I had plenty of room here, and I've already shown you a little bit of what 20 does, but let's watch what 20 does. $20 blocks of TNT can ruin a base. So when you want to build a base, you got to make sure it's concealed. You got to make sure it's not anywhere where people can find it. And if you're going to market, this is what you can look forward to. You can look forward to somebody coming in with TNT and finding a way into your base. And some of them, you know, they get $1 million Minecraft dollars or faction dollars, and 20 pieces of TNT is nothing to them if they can get and make some major money. That was 20 there. I also did a 20 block over here also. It's the same result. Look at this, how deep these are. That's 20 blocks right here did this. Alright, so I want you to see that, because when you're building your base, you have to make sure that you have plenty of protection. What we're going to do is come over here. I know it's getting dark, and I have prepared for dark this time. Here's 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and drink this. Alright, you should be able to see a little better this time. Alright, over here, I built the dimensions. Remember, when you build a base, if you claim just one little spot is 16 by 16. Okay, so this outside marks the 16 by 16. And what I'm saying is, when we looked at TNT, somebody set that TNT off. All I have to do is set it off right here. Okay, boom, and come on, see what it does. And they're in. Okay, the rock does a little bit of help, but it doesn't do a ton. Guess what? If there's any weaknesses anywhere, they get in. And now they're inside your base, or I have a chance to get into your base. So 16 by 16, that's the reason you want to build, make sure you build inside your interior. You don't want to make sure, it doesn't go outside the boundaries. If you put it on the boundaries, somebody's getting into your base. Even with creeper. Let's look at creeper eggs, see what they do. Creeper eggs are right here somewhere. Spawn the creeper. Let's see if I can get him to spawn and blow up. Oh, I'm in peaceful mode. I'll have to do that next time. Next time we'll do the peaceful. I forgot I'm in peaceful mode. Can't do the creeper. But anyway, because of that, but just think, if he can get in here and blow stuff up and continue to blow things up, creepers are a good way to, just mine the ways in here. Because, in factions, when you claim something, all this area, you can't, the enemy cannot plant anything here without permission. Creepers you can put anywhere, and they can just drill the way in. You want to make it as difficult as possible. So look here, I was showing you here. That's 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3, and you still have room. If you're going to build a base, I would suggest doing it here. I know this is small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by about 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. This is your living area. Okay. This right here is going to be protective area. You're going to make sure you have some good strong block in here. This right here, you don't want any kind of openings in here. Again, good strong block. If you're going to build a vault, this area, if you can, you want to try to fill it in with the obsidian a little bit. Okay, so if you're going to build a base, make sure you got plenty of room, because as we just saw with that demonstration, TNT makes and does a lot of damage. So you want to make sure that you got here. TNT cannons, well, unfortunately there's not any much protection from that other than trying with obsidian, because with a TNT cannon, which I've never built, I think I'm going to try to build one of those one day. I don't know if I can do it now. Let's see, we need this, we need redstone. What else do we need? We got to have TNT. I got TNT, blocks, redstone. Oh, we got to have a button. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's make a little pad here. Let's make a pad real quick, and then we'll build a TNT cannon. Let's see what happens. Alright, got TNT. Oh, I gotta have water. That's what I have to have. Alright, water. TNT cannon. Let's go out one more out so we can stop the water. Oops. These signs real quick. With the TNT cannon, it's even more devastating, especially with some of them that if you play on Supercharger's deal, he has some TNT cannons that do some major damage. Let's see, let's get that dirt out of the way. What else do we need? We need water. Where's water in here? Where is the there's water right there. Let's get rid of the spawn eggs. We don't need those. Okay. Let's see. I forgot how many. Let's see. Let's put that there. Alright, then we're going to need to put this right here. Alright, and we've got redstone here. Never built one, so let's just see what happens. Put a button there, maybe. Does that work? Yeah. Alright, so you're going to put your TNT here, I think. And let's see what happens. Gonna blow up this area. Oh, I blew up my cannon. Alright, not worry about it. Anyway, this is what looks like after the cannon actually launches its stuff and goes out that way. That's what it looks like. Okay, so this is what you're going to deal with, and they keep pouring in, pouring in, and pouring in, pouring in. The only ones that have to worry about this are larger factions with larger vaults. If you're a small faction, you don't have a ton of stuff, most likely they're not going to TNT you. Most likely they're not going to do this because that's a waste of their money just to come in and get, you know, a couple of pieces of diamonds and all that. They won't do that. It's not worth their time. So like I say, if you have a small faction, this right here is perfect size for you. You just come in here, build you a nice little base, and you layer it. You can come in here, build some stairs down. Okay, you build some stairs down, and then guess what? You have a new spot right here. You're 2 down. You build some things in here. Okay, and then after you've done that, then you come in here, you build some more stairs down, and you can keep going down for a long way. You don't want to start at the top doing this. Okay, you want to go at least, I would say, 12 blocks. Now, if you're going to build a base, here's another little secret. What does everybody see when they see this? Answer, they see base. Oh, there's a base there. What happens if, instead of doing that, you start doing this? Yeah, let's put this and replace that. What if you did this when you were under here? What if you start doing this? Here, here, here. And here, here, here. What if you protected your base and make it look more natural? Hide the spots where you dug down. This is why so many people, I found so many bases, and I found tons of bases, folks, tons of bases. Mostly because I found little blocks like this and said, oh, somebody's been digging down here. And then I would take and see if I could dig around it. And I would dig around it. Even if you did that here and put a little block here and did this, okay, even if you did that, I would look at the map until I found a weak spot, and then what I would do is I would dig all the way around. And I'm going to show you that in the next video, how I actually would infiltrate tons and tons of bases, and I made my way into a lot of bases, and I'll show you why your bases failed. Okay, so with that said, when you this is something to think about. Make sure you make it natural, because if you make it natural, what's going to happen is grass is going to grow back here. People aren't going to see it. But you put these blocks in here, these blocks in here. If you mark it out, this was just a demonstration just to show you what it looked, how large that is. You know, if you get a big enough size, like most, I think I forgot exactly how much you can claim, much land, especially if you're a peasant, how much land you can do. Let's drink a little more drink. There we go. Most of them, if you do the peasant size, what happens is there's an egg. I'm sorry. Extraction. You can go 16 by 16, and you can actually get 32 by 32. Build you a decent size plot in the middle. Give yourself plenty of room. Count out 10. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 32 by 32. You can actually have a decent sized little area right in the center of it, so that people have a harder time getting to you. The more difficult you make it for them to get to you, the less likely they're going to want to come and bother you, unless they have a lot of money and they don't care wasting it on you, and they just use TNT cannon and do this. Alright, so I hope this has been instructional. I hope you've learned something. I do want you to gain some insight here on what factions looks like, what factions can do. We saw what the devastation of the TNT over there. We've seen what the basic outline of a base is. If you're going to build a base, make sure you put it in the interior. Again, this is just a little mock setup, 16 by 16. If you make it larger, 32 by 32, you want to go right here in the center and build your base. Okay, so we've learned some smart things here. Learned about things that people start looking for when they're looking for bases, when they're out base hunting. That's how I found them. Just small things like this. Either I found them because you marked them, and on the map that shows up says owned by such and such faction. I just started digging around, and I'll show you how I did that on that place over there in a little bit in the next video. Or, you know, there's other things that you did. So just beware. This is some of the things to start thinking about if you're building a base. Alright, with that said, this is Swamp Fox. I'm glad you came by and checked it out. Hope that you learned something. It's not, no, it's not the most in-depth probably, but I do want you to at least get a basic, because there's a lot of people that come on these in those games. They're new to it. They don't know what to do. Those are some of the things to start looking for Because if you don't look for those things and understand how it happens, you will come back to your base and it will be devastated. It'll look like that hole in the ground. And you'll say, where'd my stuff go? They took it all. Well, that's factions, and that's what factions is all about. Hope you enjoy this video. You can leave me a like, share it, subscribe, come back for more. I have a few more of these planned. I hope you enjoy it. So I will see you later. This is Swamp Fox, and I am out. Bye.